Hi everybody and welcome to this training on how to use LinkedIn for your business. My name is Fran, I'm a business and marketing strategist and LinkedIn has always been my main source of leads. So how can you use this social platform effectively for your business? First thing first, you need an account. So if you don't already have a LinkedIn account, you will need all the usual things. You're going to need your name, your date of birth, your business name, etc., etc. It's all really straightforward. You go to www.linkedin.com/signup and you can get started straight away. There shouldn't be any problems. There is a lot of helpful guides on LinkedIn on how to complete your profile. You will need a great photo of you. It needs to be professionally taken or taken with a good camera or phone. Clear background, no clutter, featuring you and you alone. No boyfriends, no husbands, no children, unless it is relevant to your brand. You need to be dressed for the occasion. You need to look the part. You need to look professional. Remember, your profile photo is the first thing people see when they come onto your profile, when you comment on other people's posts, etc., etc. So even if they don't know you and they're not connected to you, they still see your profile photo. Another very impactful element is your banner. The banner is really a really powerful tool because it's the first big thing people see when they come on your profile. There are very, very specific specs to it with regards to size, but any free software like Canva, for example, will have a preset template for LinkedIn banner. This is a great tool for you to send people to your offer of the moment. For example, if you have a downloadable, it can have a link saying go here to get the downloadable. It can have the title of your new book or your new course on, with a brief call to action and the website you want to send your audience to. Or you can get visitors to sign up to your email list, to ask infos about anything new that you've got coming out, create a little bit of hype for events or a new launch, etc., etc. So really, really useful for your banner to be on brand and on point. You can change it as many times as you want. And some examples of really good banners are in the workbook again. So there are really an array of nice features on LinkedIn now, and you can upload a 30 seconds videos on your profile photo. You can record the pronunciation of your name, which is really helpful for someone like me who has got a non-British name. Use them all, explore them, and see what you like best. Then we move on to your strapline. This is really important because it tells people who you help and how. It's not your job title. It doesn't have to be your job title, and you can use it 2 to 3 lines as creatively as you want. Now, in your workbook, you can find some really good examples of straplines that work. Remember that the first line of your strapline is the only thing that people see when you comment on a post. So if they're not connected to you, this is what they're seeing, one line of your strapline. So this is like a business card for you. Refer to your workbook for this and you will find a good formula for your strapline, which is I help, and then you insert your ideal client, do, achieve, or change, and then whatever your product or service does, through, and then your method of delivery or your product. So, for example, if we were talking about me, my strapline could be I help businesses grow through business and marketing strategy. It could be a variety of things, and I actually change it from time to time. So you can create a series of them. Another one I could use could be I help founders and team leaders grow their business through bespoke strategy. There is a lot of things you can do. There is a lot of plays you can have around that. You can also add extra bits which could resonate with your potential clients. So for example, if it was me, I could say speaker and author, because I do a lot of talks, I write, so that could be something that I can add. Your strapline can change anytime you want, and depending on the service or product you want to push in that moment. This is really important because it can be the same strapline and you can just change it around. So for example, if I had an opening for my female founders, my strapline could be reworked and change into I help female-led businesses grow through bespoke strategy. So in your workbook, you will find some really good examples of straplines that work, and also you can find a little exercise to create your own. Remember, as we said, the first line of your strapline is what people see when you comment on a post. So make it count. So now we move on to bio and employment history. This is not your CV, not your CV. So your employment history is really useful to help you display everything you do now. Link your old jobs to companies when possible, and then create a LinkedIn page for your current company. And within that company, you can add all the things you do, all your different roles, together with the services and products you offer, okay? All starting with the starting date of your business. So this way, if I go onto your page and onto your LinkedIn profile and look at your employment history, I will see the logo of your current company now, and then a series of things you can do for me. More or less like the example you find in the workbook, which is also this one. So, your bio. This is where the magic happens. No one wants to read about you. No one ever wanted to read about you, or a me for what counts. They want to read about them. They want to read about their problems, their preoccupations. So a good bio starts with a bunch of problems your ideal client is having, gives them data to think about, and then the solution you offer. Also, don't forget the call to action in as many ways as possible. So some people will want to call you straight away. Some people will want to send an email. Others will want to have a look on your website, for example, or they'll want to buy there and then. So give these people all the possible options that you offer. Your calendar link, your website, your buy now, your landing page, your email address. So that way they can do what they want when they want to buy. So first of all, do your research. Find out what are your ideal clients struggling with. What can you solve for them? What data which is scary or thought-provoking can you add? You want the reader to really feel like they're reading about them, as if there was a mirror, and then you hit them with your solutions. So problem, data, fear, solution. There is a space in your workbook where can you start building your bio, so have a good play with that and then see what you come up with. So now we move on to what you can do on LinkedIn. It's a social media platform, isn't it? So you can be social, you can connect to people, you can reach out to everyone from old colleagues to family and friends, as long as they have a real job and they are on LinkedIn. You want them to be connected to you or with you. Remember, these are the people who will push you in the first period when you don't have a lot of connections. No one knows they are your cousin. What they see is that you are connected to professionals. They trust you and interact with you, and you interact with them. So you want to be seen as interacting with other professionals, okay? Remember, LinkedIn, it's not a selling platform, it's a social media. Again, the aim is being sociable, raising your profile and positioning yourself as an expert in what you sell. So this way, once you are recognized as an expert, people will come to you for your expertise rather than you going to them to offer the products or to offer your services. And this is the ultimate aim, being recognized as an expert. So how do we do that? How do we get positioned as an expert? There are some points here that you will also find in your workbook, and one is proactively engage in interesting conversations, comment on other people's posts, post something valuable, something which helps your clients, and ask people what they think, okay? Then use 10 minutes every day to interact with the people on your LinkedIn. Comment, vote on their polls, share their posts, say it's interesting. They're going to do the same for you. Show up consistently and deliver value, but also show people the type of person you are. So videos are great for this. Give them information, give them data, give them you. Show them who you are. Now, you can sit down and use the delivering value section of your workbook to list some subjects you can talk about that would bring value to your ideal client. And this is a great start on your content calendar, which is something you really need to have. Remember, you do not want to spam people with selling posts. One every 15 days is more than enough. Another thing you can do is get involved in talks, lectures, podcasts, etc., etc. So it's other people talking about you rather than you blowing your own trumpet. You can use the useful connection bit it's called Useful Connections for Fame section in your workbook to write down a list of people you know already have their podcast, already blog, someone you can reach out to. Maybe they interview other entrepreneurs, they need guest bloggers. So reach out and offer a story. Reach out and say, can we cross interview each other, etc., etc. That way they'll get exposure, you'll get exposure. Also, you can get endorsements and recommendations. This is an important thing to do regularly. Every 6 months or so, get new ones. So you can use the recommendations section of your workbook to write a list of people you can write recommendations for and also someone who would write one for you in return. And then, using the list, you can approach them and ask them, would they do this for you? Would they do you this favor if you return it? Okay? So if you keep these 4 things consistently, your profile will start attracting leads and potential clients organically, and your sales will see the difference. There is no doubt about this. So at the end, some super fast tips. Number 1 is personalize every piece of content you put out there, even your photos. Put your logos and branding in all your photos. Rename every photo before you upload it on anything on social media, on website, etc. and call it your name or your brand name / name of the file. So for example, Francesca Manca, Underwing, marketing guide for LinkedIn. So for example, if I was uploading this video on LinkedIn or on YouTube, the original file will be named francesca.manca.linkedin.training. Number 2, personalize your LinkedIn URL so it has your name on it. From a laptop or a desktop, not from your phone, go to your contact section, click edit and personalize your LinkedIn URL so it reads linkedin.com/in/yourname-surname. Number 3, be consistent across your social media. Pick a photo to use across all your profiles so people who don't know you are sure it's you. Be consistent in your messaging, but without copying and pasting the same content across all platforms. Make a content calendar. I think this is number 4. This will save you time and help you write fast and efficiently. Number 5, show up as you. People buy from people. So you have a product and you have a service that will solve someone's problem, and by all means do talk about it and help people understand how they will benefit from it. But if no one resonates with you as a person, you're not going to sell your product or service. And with this, you are fully prepared to dive into the world of LinkedIn. Do reach out if you have any questions. If you want to talk to me about anything, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I am as a person, Francesca Giuditta Leonora Manca on Facebook, or Francesca Manca on LinkedIn. Or as a brand, I am at Underwing LPL on all social media. And obviously connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/Francesca-Manca. I'll see you soon.